My name is Divya Subekra. My matric number is P130631. So I will be answering the question number two. Question number two also is divided into two sessions. The first one is asking about the describe stakeholder issues highlighted in this above case. In this above case, they have said that the turnover of the employee in that organization is keep increasing, and then this allowing them to do overtime for the longer period, and then the payment for the overtime also increased when compared to the previous year. So to be honest, as an employee, we have an interest in that company because we are earning some money from that work that we are doing in that organizations. Usually, as an employee, we got some expectation from the organization that we are working for, such as job stability, whether we can sustain in that organization or no. And then the company and then also whether the organization can able to pay the competitive salary. And then the third one is advancement of the opportunities created in that organization, and then the comfortable working environment. Based on this case, we came to know that the job stability and the competitive salary is not appropriate because they are paying lesser than the market. And then they also the turnover of the employee in that situation also very high when compared to the previous year. Due to the job turnover is getting increased, they are allowing all the retained staff to do overtime to complete their job in that organizations. And then when they are doing overtime continuously, it will also affect the health of the employee because sometimes we don't have time to taking rest, so they might do the work in a longer period, so they can cause them to fall sick. So it also increase their medical leave in that organizations. So if the employee is getting so many MCs in that organization, we can also it also can affect the performance of that organization, because if the employees cannot turn up in that organization, our output that they are going to give for that organization will be reducing. And then they also discussing about the staff which do not attending the training that organized by that organization, because they feel that the training that they are provided in that organization is not improving their self. So maybe if the staff itself didn't attend the training provided by the organization, the staff cannot improve their knowledge, and then maybe outdated when compared to the other employee in the other organization. So it is one of the issues discussed in this case. And then the third one is since they are paying lower rate than the market, so most of the young talents, the fresh graduate, cannot sustain in that organization because of the pay, and then because of the lack of succession planning. So mostly our young employee will look for the better pay and then better future advancement. If there is no better pay in that organization, they definitely will go for another company in the market, because they got so many opportunity when compared to the elders who are working who are aged more than 40, because they cannot go and find for a new job because they already committed to their own family, because if they keep changing work, it can affect their family also. So that's why they cannot sustain the young adults from the company, because actually, to be honest, a young employee, they have a more opportunity when compared to the compared to the 40 plus employee, because they got so many opportunity they are created for them. And then they also, some of the young adults also not committed as a family, so maybe they can change job to find a better pay and then better working environment. Another issue they address in this situation, or in this case, also by the shareholder, they ask the profit to be consistent, so which would put the management under continual pressure. So next I will be answering the question number 2, subsection B. The answer will be, okay, next, question number 2, subsection B, is asking about suggest how AA should address the stakeholder concern in the context of the corporate responsibility. So, in my opinion, in Malaysia, the fiduciary duty is mainly of the director to their company, especially the executive director, and there is no specific provision in the Company Act 1965, and all the matter concerning about the employee dealt with labor law, is comprising of the Employment Act 1955, the Industrial Relation Act, and any other labor legislation. And the CEO also can come up with a win-win solution for both, whether employee and the employer. Okay, they can have some closed session with the employee by asking what are your expectations from this company, and what are the, because by asking expectation, what are their opinion about the from the employee, they can also try to improve the affected employee. And the feedback given by them also, we should see as very seriously. We should be taken as very serious, because this can improve efficiency of the employee in that organization also. The company also need to consider to increase the employees' salaries according to the market, because when their salary is competitive enough with the market, they will not able to jump to another organization in the market, so they will try to sustain in that relevant organization. This also will be the motivation for them to work efficiently. And then next is they need to give an incentive for the some employee who perform better. The CEO also need to give them some rewards, something like a best performance of the organization, something like that. This will be motivation for them to work more efficient than previous assessments. So they also need to be monitor wisely by getting to do their performance through their management of the certain of their relevant department. So if from the relevant department, definitely there is some managers there, so they must be monitoring their employee, so to see whether they are working better or not when compared to the previous assessment. So so we should allow the manager in that relevant department to monitor all the staff is working efficiently or not. The third one is, since there is a problem in the attendance, some of them cheating the attendance by creating a double attendance system. So there is no any technology introduced in the company, so there might be some employee cheating about the overtime pay. So to avoid that, we should introduce the biometric at the time attendance, which can fully record all the attendance through the technology. So we can also avoid the employee to cheating the attendance. So these are the matters that they should address to the corporate responsibility. Thanks, and this is my answer for the question number 2. Hopefully, I answer all the question, and thanks from Divya Sumitra.